What if your brain came with patch notes, like actual software updates for your mind? Imagine waking up to a notification, version 3.2 installed, anxiety reduced by 10%, overthinking bug fixed, memory boost enabled. Honestly, that would explain a lot about Mondays. But think about it. We all have those sudden breakthroughs, mood shifts, or that moment when a bad habit just stops. What if those aren't random? What if they're your brain updating itself behind the scenes? Let's imagine what our lives would look like if the brain tracked growth like a changelog, and why it actually might be doing just that in its own quiet way. The brain as a living program. Okay, so no, your brain isn't literally a MacBook, but it is constantly processing, adapting, evolving, and occasionally crashing mid-thought. Neuroscientists call it neuroplasticity. This is your brain's built-in auto-update feature. It constantly rewires based on what you experience, feel, and focus on. Every time you form a new habit, unlearn a toxic belief, or develop patience where there used to be anger, that's your brain installing an update. If these moments had patch notes, they might look like this. V2.9.1. Improved patience under stress. Fixed memory lag in high-pressure settings. Deprecated toxic relationship response. Life events as major updates. Then there are the big installs. A breakup might uninstall your need for external validation. Therapy could trigger a massive boundary-setting update. Grief? Sometimes it reprograms your entire perspective. But since there's no official changelog, you usually only realize the update happened in hindsight. You respond differently. You stop chasing the same things. You let go of guilt. That's your internal OS changing. System Upgrade 3.40. Integrated Boundary Setting Protocol. Added Self-Worth Validator. Reduced people-pleasing by 40%. Bugs in the system. Now let's talk bugs. Every brain has some legacy code. Think of them as mental habits or beliefs, scripts, that once served a purpose but now crash your progress. Overthinking. Fear of rejection. That charming little voice that says, "You're not good enough." These are like faulty scripts running in the background. You didn't install them intentionally. They came from childhood experiences, trauma, or cultural conditioning. The fix? Awareness, pattern recognition, and the courage to rewrite. If your mind could track this, it might show V4.0.2. Beta. Detected root of self-sabotage loop. Initiated rewiring of fear-based decision-making. Known issue. Performance may dip during mental recalibration. Background updates you don't notice. Some upgrades happen silently. You wake up one day and realize that thing that used to wreck you doesn't anymore. You respond differently. You recover faster. You stop caring what that one person thinks. That's because your brain is always learning. According to neuroscience studies, even during rest or sleep, your brain strengthens connections, processes emotions, and rebalances chemicals. So next time you wake up feeling a bit clearer or calmer, you might have just installed Silent Update 5.3.7, boosted REM-based emotional processing, calibrated stress response to daily triggers, replaced negative self-talk with neutral narrative baseline, growth without applause. Here's the truth. Personal growth rarely feels like a reveal. It feels like relief, like you quietly deleted a file called Shame Archive Final V6 and suddenly had more mental space. And if we could see those patch notes, we'd probably give ourselves more credit, because most of the time we're not stuck. We're just updating in the background. Update 6.1.1. Forgave self for past choices. Removed guiltware. Improved clarity in decision-making module by 18%. The unseen progress. So, what if your brain really did have patch notes? Maybe you'd realize you're not broken. You're evolving. Not lost, just processing. Not behind, just installing something better. And even without official release notes, your life is the changelog. You're constantly editing, updating, and upgrading, patch by patch, choice by choice. Now I want to know, what feature would you add to your next mental update? What bug are you fixing? Drop it in the comments below. Let's share and grow together. We're all debugging something. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss an update.